I'm Mackayla. Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. We're going to get started with the two hardest questions of all. Who are you and what have you been up to recently?
My name's Eleni Drake, and I have just started my tour. So I just finished the UK leg, and I'm about to do the Europe tour.
It's exciting.
It's stressful, but it is exciting.
There any particular memorable shows or venues that you've just played?
Um, Maybe Norwich. I don't know if you've ever heard of a place called Norwich in the UK, but oh my God, it is so nice there. I loved it. It was in a place called Norwich Art Centre. It was great. Loved it.
And any ones you're looking forward to?
Uh, probably Probably the whole of the US tour because I've never toured the US and I just think it's going to be really fun. Yeah, maybe I've got rose tinted glasses on. I'm not too sure, but we'll see.
You'll know after.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, and you've got a new album coming out.
I do. That's out on the 31st of this month. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
super exciting.
Yes, I am excited about that. I think it was like a labor of love. So it's been a long time coming. I've been kind of sat on this album for 10 months now, so since it was made. So yeah, I'm excited for it to finally be out.
So if you've been sat on it for 10 months, why did the 31st feel like the right time to put it out?
It felt more like an autumnal album. I know that might sound ridiculous, but it felt like the mood was fitting to this kind of season. And then the reason for the 31st is because I love Halloween, so why not?
Me too. It's my favorite holiday.
It's good fun. I like it.
I love it.
Thank you.
Everyone can play it at their Halloween parties.
Well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe if someone's having a very somber Halloween, perhaps then yes.
How did you choose which singles to put out?
Um, I didn't really have a preference, so it's a good thing. I actually truly to my core mean this when I say I love every single song on that album, that I didn't really care which one was a single. I mean, yes, there were maybe some that were more fitting, if you will, to a single. But I didn't really mind. So I kind of put forward my suggestions, and then my manager and my label were like, yeah, maybe we can change them up. So they did change half of them up, and I didn't really care. I was like, yeah, great, I don't mind.
That's good that you love them all.
Yeah, I really do. I'm happy with all of them. So yeah.
What does a songwriting session look like for you?
Um, I don't really do songwriting sessions with other people. I just do it all by myself. So kind of lonely, but also I feel like that way I kind of work at my own pace. So I don't ever really feel pressured to get something done within a certain time frame. Like I've been in writing sessions before for other people where, I feel like the standard is writing a song within a day, and then obviously if you like it, you work on it a bit more. But yeah, I didn't really have that for myself. I was just like, well, it could take me a day to write something, it could take me a week to write something. Until it sounds right, then yeah, don't really mind. Sorry, that was a long answer.
No, that's okay. I like it. How long does it take on average to write a song, would you say?
um I would say maybe like the lyrics and like the melody, and I usually write with just guitar first. That doesn't take too long. That can probably take like anywhere from 1 hour to like 10 hours, but it's the like adding all the additional like instruments and stuff after that can take like a week or two for one song for me
Hmm.
personally. So yeah, a day to 2 weeks.
How do you know when the song is done?
I don't. I feel like everything I've ever done, if I listen to it a year or two later, I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have done this, I should have added that, should have taken that out. So I don't feel like a song is ever really done, but I do think there's something to be said about just kind of stepping back and being like, right, this is consuming you, relax. It's done now.
How do you deal with that when you're on tour playing the songs?
I feel like so usually when I'm on tour, I don't usually play alone. I play with my band, and we kind of change the songs up a little bit. Not a lot, but maybe we add a little section, or we like elongate the ending a bit, and make it dramatic. So I don't actually ever feel like, oh, I should have changed that, I should have done this, because I feel like when you're playing it live, you do get to change things up, every now and then. So it keeps the song kind of fresh. I don't know. It's like alternative versions.
I like it. You're able to keep it fresh and the same at once.
Yeah, I feel like if you know the song, you're not going to be disheartened and be like, oh my god, this is so different. But maybe you're like, oh, that's cool that they've
Hmm.
done that.
For someone who hasn't seen you live, what could they expect?
um, wow, what a crazy question. I don't really know. I'm not very good at bigging myself up. I suppose if you like more, melancholic kind of slow music, then maybe that is the gig for you. I think if you're expecting a mosh pit, probably don't buy tickets.
That's fair.
I think so. And if someone is to mosh at a gig, I'm not going to stop them, but that's crazy.
What would you say are some of the biggest influences on this album?
Um, I feel like I always draw inspiration from Mazzy Star, well, Hope Sandoval. Um, I I don't think this album sounds similar to this, but I loved Role Models album, the one that he brought out last year in May. Can't Kansas anymore, for those of you who don't know. And it's not that it sounds anything like it, and I'm not comparing myself to him. He's great. It's just I really loved the whole album, and I felt inspired to write this album because of that.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Have you ever seen him live?
I haven't. Every time he's playing England, I'm always away on my own tour or doing something. So like every single time, and even this year round. But maybe the day will come where I get to see him live. I've heard it's a great show.
I'm sure it'll happen.
Fingers crossed.
You just got to plan your tours around his.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so right. I should just start doing that.
That would be interesting.
Hmm. Imagine. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if my label would be too happy if I was like, hey, hey, cut the tour. I've got a gig to go to. Resume the tour after.
But if it's the thing that brings you inspiration to write new music,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that album was the only reason.
right?
Um, yeah, I just thought it was a great album, and if you haven't heard it, please do. It's great.
How do you balance melancholy music with making it like a fun show?
Oh, I don't know if I do. I don't know if my shows are fun. I Yeah, like I said before, I'm not really the best person to big myself up. I think the energy of my band and myself is always very good, because obviously I'm very lucky enough to be playing with my best friends. So we're always real sweet on stage, as in like, the energy between us is always great,
Hmm.
and we're always kind of, you know, mentally interlocked. So I hope that that comes across in the audience, that they're like, all right, this is nice. This is a nice environment. I don't know if anyone's having fun, but maybe some people are feeling a cathartic release. I don't know.
They're enjoying it.
I hope so. Fingers crossed. I haven't read the Google reviews, but maybe.
Do you have any pre or post show rituals?
Yes. So I'll probably have like 5 cups of tea before. I'll burn some incense, and post, I'll probably have another cup of tea. And yeah, that's that. There's one more thing that I do, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. So, it's not illegal, may I clarify? um, yeah, but no, I don't. I feel like I don't drink. I don't do any drugs or anything. So I feel like if I did do that stuff, I'd be a mess, man. So yeah, cups of teas.
What kind of tea?
Usually English breakfast, decaf, or I'll have like a lemon ginger tea.
Nice.
Yeah, soothing.
Is English breakfast your favorite tea?
100%. That's what I'm drinking right now.
I'm a big tea person. I can't stand coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
I love coffee, but I've been on decaf coffee for nearly 2 years now, and it's still great. Um, but what is it about coffee that you don't like? Is it like the smell, the taste?
The taste, I think.
What? Really? That's crazy. I can't believe that. You're the first person I've ever met that said they don't really like coffee.
Really?
Yeah. I yeah, I love it, but I feel like I can have more tea than coffee.
Hmm.
Anyways, that I could go on forever about this liquid gold.
You can if you want.
Nah, it's okay.
So when you're traveling, do you go to different tea shops?
I wish the answer could be really wholesome and I could say yes, but I don't. I usually, if we're traveling, we usually have places to be, and
Hmm.
where you feel like the drive's going to be anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours, it never is. It's like 5 to 6 hours because of all the stops and all the things that you're like kind of doing in
Yep.
between. So when I get to the place, it's usually like load in, go do the stuff, come back. So I might go to a coffee shop, but I'm never going to get the tea that I desire. It's just going to be a standard, bog standard kind of tea.
Hmm. Do you travel with your tea?
I do. I actually do because no one ever has decaf tea.
Mm.
So that's actually a new thing that I started doing and it really helps. You
That's good. And then you know that you have the tea you like.
know what I'm saying? The ritual continues.
Because you're not going to get there and have a brand you hate or anything like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Because some of them are really bad.
Some of them are really bad. I don't even know. I'm not going to bash a tea company. But yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're completely right.
Yeah, it's just I feel like they're slightly like they're made a little differently, so you have a particular taste that you're looking for.
Exactly. Exactly. What's your
Like
favorite tea? What do you like drinking?
Earl Grey,
Oh, yes. I love Earl Grey. Do you drink it black or do you have milk in there?
milk.
Yeah, naturally. Hey, look at you. You're a Brit. Love. She's from the UK.
I mean, I'm from Boston. We don't like we dumped all our tea in the water. We don't like it.
Yeah, that's blasphemous. Blasphemous. Earl Grey's a great choice, by the way.
It is. It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
nice, nice.
Sometimes if I, want to switch it up, it's like a nice like chai tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the taste of chai. It's great.
I
But I
feel
could get a bit moreish. I like too much. Sorry, not moreish. I'm like, all right. You can never really go wrong with an English breakfast or an Earl Grey, I think. That
that's true.
calls for, you can drink it all day.
Yeah, I feel like chai is a good autumnal tea.
Yes, it is. Maybe pair it with the new album Chuck.
Exactly. That would be perfect. Nice cup of tea, listening to the album.
Yeah, yeah. But to be fair, that album probably calls for drinking a nice little cup of tea and like looking outside your window. Somber, melancholic,
Is
yearning. I
that
don't.
is that how you'd recommend listening to it? Cup of tea and looking out the window?
I actually I got asked that the other day. I think I did say something similar. I was like, I'd probably listen to it in bed first, and then I'd go out for a walk in like a forest or a park or something, and then listen to it. That's what I think I would do. Bring your Earl Grey along if you want.
How did you choose the track listing for the album?
Um, Nice question. I feel like this is really important to me where like other people may not be so pedantic about it. I was like it has things have to be in a certain place and I kind of wanted it to be not necessarily like not like a concise story, but I kind of wanted it to like ebb and flow between, things are going well, not so well, well, not so well, because I wanted it to emulate, kind of a tumultuous relationship where it's a bit of a roller coaster. So one minute you're like, oh, this is sweet, and the next you're like, oh, I don't know if it is. So yeah. So the track listing was very, very well thought out.
How long did it take for you to figure that out?
um On and off, like if I had to put it in a certain time frame, it probably took me like 2 hours, but on and off it was like 2 weeks, because I would listen to it kind of like if I had started with a set list for it, I'd listen to it like that, and I was like, something doesn't feel right. So then I'd change it and change it and change it until I got happy with it. But 2 weeks is crazy. It didn't fully take me 2 weeks. It was
Hmm.
more like I'd step away from it and then come back to it.
That makes sense. Is that similar to how you put together your set lists for shows?
Yes. Yes, that took me so long. I had to start doing that the other day. Because there's different set lists for the different like places that we're playing in. Not every single show. That would be insane. But yeah, I kind of wanted it to be, I wanted there to be like a lift in energy and then like a dip in energy, and yeah, that's it really.
Do you try to end on do you try to end in a particular area of feelings or
Um, I oh, I don't really I think, well, can I tell you what I end on?
if you want, that's up to you.
Yeah. So I end on I Don't Not Love You, because I feel like that's kind of it's it has energy, but it's also quite a sad song. So it's conflicting, maybe. I don't know. um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that I'm second guessing the choice here now, but we'll see. We'll test it out with a few shows, and if people are like, "Well, that was a crazy song to end on," then we'll change it.
I feel like you chose it for a reason. You should leave it there.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I just needed a little ego boost, and for you to tell me that, so I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're so right. I'll leave it in there.
Yeah, you're the one who put this together. You know your music the best.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
How do you feel that this album differs from your past work?
Um, I so for the obvious reasons, I actually had money to put behind this album, which is the first ever time I've had like proper money to put behind an album. By proper money, I want to be very clear. This is not crazy money. It's just comparatively to me spending money before, like for my previous like EPs and albums, I would have spent anywhere between like 500 to like £2,000
Hmm.
getting like musicians and stuff to play their part, because I do everything myself. But this time around, I had a co-producer. I got even more musicians in. We were in a professional studio, so from that aspect, it was, I feel like, elevated, which is nice. It's nice to see progress.
Hmm.
um, and I feel like maybe the song writing, sorry, I feel like I'm questioning myself. I keep on ending things in like a question. I feel like the songwriting has also maybe elevated slightly. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. It just feels like I'm more sure of myself in this album, and it feels like I'm more confident with the delivery. Maybe.
What was it like working with a co-producer?
Very easy, because he's one of my best friends. So it is always an absolute dream and a pleasure to work with Frank Colucci. He's a brilliant mind and a phenomenal musician. So the great thing about him and the way we work is I've known him for nearly a decade, and every time we work together, I feel like I think of something and he's doing it, or the other way around, or like I'll make a comment and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And he's like, no, I was just thinking the same thing. And then we change it. Like, truly, there's not been one discrepancy between us in terms of how we work together or do things in music. So it's just so easy working with him. So yeah, it's a real honor.
That's good that you found that with somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to music, and I want things done like a certain way. So the fear of letting go of that, some of that control, was haunting me for a little while. And then when I got into the studio with Frank and we were like, right, we're doing this, uh, all that fear just went away. I was like, oh, why was I worried? It was just so easy working with him. And like I said, every time I thought something, he was a step ahead and was already changing it. So yeah, worked out
That's
well.
that's good to have someone who knows your mind that well.
Yeah, yeah. He's very accommodating to my needs and, doesn't pander to my needs. Like, if he thought he was right about something, he would kind of say why he thinks he's right, but really didn't happen. Like we both were very much on the same wavelength, on the same page throughout the process. So yeah, very lucky.
It's good.
Yeah. It's how I know I'm doing something right because I trust him with my musical life. So, if he's thinking, yeah, that's good, I'm like, all right, okay.
Hmm. Before I ask the last question, was there anything else you wanted to mention or talk about?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Our last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, um, probably. It's probably between two albums, and I feel like this is a basic and generic answer, but I don't care. I love this band. I love this man. It is probably either Bon Iver's self-titled album or Forever, Forever Ago. I just that those two bodies of work to me are so timeless, and I feel like they've seen me through, my teen years and in my 20s. And every time I like change something significantly in my life, it always feels like I listen to those albums and that I feel very grounded. So maybe those albums.
I'm glad you have those albums in your life.
Uh, Me too. Thank you, Justin Vernon. Thank you, Bon Iver.
So, for anybody who wants to see you live, hear the album when it comes up, stay updated on you, where can they find you?
You can find me on all streaming platforms, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, maybe. Just Eleni Drake.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I appreciate it.
Of course, have a nice rest of your day.
You too. Have a good one. I'll chat to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We watch the planet burn as we fall into each other. Touch me